Welcome back to a very new vlog. Excuse my voice, I still sound a little bit sick. I'm not sick, or not as sick as this weekend anymore. But yeah, I still sound a little bit sick. It might have been because I've been traveling a lot. I went to London and no, I did not vlog it. I'm so sorry, especially to one of my closest friends who always watch every vlog of mine. I decided to live in the moment and I don't regret a thing because I had the best time in London. I was there partly for work but also for some other things, and I had one of the most nicest shopping experiences in quite a while. So later down the vlog I will show the things I got because they are nerdy. Not that much K-pop related, even though I did went to one of the biggest K-pop shops in London. It might have been of the UK though. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun and got some other things. So later down this vlog I will also talk a bit more about the 5-star album because I've got some things coming in. I also have some things coming in from Unforgiven by Le Sserafim, which I am so excited for. Are there other things? I don't know. I just decided to vlog this week even though I am very busy with work. I am basically working overtime this week. And that's not a good thing after I've been so sick all weekend. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about mangas, books and other stuff later down this vlog, but yeah, this is the introduction. It's Monday and I am very happy that I survived today, my first work day and overworking of the week. Happy Tuesday! After I've pulled a double shift today, I'm gonna read because my brain needs something else than a screen for sure tonight. I'm gonna read The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Madsen. It's quite a big book, and I started reading it while I was on my trip to London and I made quite a progress, I'm not gonna lie, even though it was just for a few days, but still. And this week I hope to finish it because there are so many other books that I want to get to. I also hope to read the second volume of My Happy Marriage, especially since the anime is coming out next week on Netflix. But I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna do it tonight or somewhere else this week because I'm really freaking tired because of all the double shifts and it's only day 2 of the week. I literally forgot that I was vlogging this week, but anyhow, I got an envelope with the 5-star PCs, one of Bang-chan, my bias who I collect, and from every comeback I also collect one PC of my bias line, and my bias line is Han, Changbin and Lino. I pulled a Han in my album, so I only needed these two guys. And I decided to go for the B version, which funny enough was also one of my missing Gen PCs. Words, it's hard today. But also I'm very happy that I pulled a Han B PC just because I think these cards are so cute. The close-up selfies, especially Bang-chan, his close-up is so cute. So I am coming close, actually very close of already completing my collection, and it's not even the end of June yet, and at the start of this month it was just a comeback, so I'm doing pretty well. So far I should only need the digital package Chan PCs, but then again the other PCs also have to come in of Chan because one I traded, one other I also bought, and I think the one I bought is in here. So there's one more envelope and I can open it with you guys. It's a beautiful Hallmark card. Let's open it. Oh! Let's open it up, I wanted to say, but then I got interrupted by all this beauty. What is this? Goodies. Wait, are there PCs in there? I need to look. Jan version A? Yes, I guess so, because I've traded another one for the double-sided PC. Oh, and a very cute message. I'm so curious which kind of goodies she gave me. These PCs are self-made and are so cute, especially the stickers, by the way. Those are adorable. I'm gonna use those definitely for sure in my bullet journal. Just, oh, look at that kitty. If it wants to focus. Yeah, so cute. So only Chan, the double-sided PC, should be on its way very soon. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be in this vlog or in another one, because I'm also gonna film the week after this one due to some other exciting stuff that is coming up. On this Thursday while I was working, a package arrived, and that immediately put a smile to my face because this week has been already so long, so I needed some good vibes, you know. And books luckily give me good vibes. I got myself my special one, the second volume. It was reduced in price, and that's one of the reasons why I got it, because after the first manga I wasn't entirely sure if I wanted to continue, even though I do like the story. But I read some reviews of volume 2, and a lot of people are saying that this volume is actually way better than the first one. So that got me curious, and since it was reduced in price, I was like, yes. So who doesn't know, my special one is basically about a girl who sworn off guys, and then she meets this J-pop guy who is very famous, and they are really liking each other. And that's all what I'm gonna say for now. However, I did like the story of the first one. I was just not sure about getting on with the second one, but due to the good reviews I was like, yes, let's do it. On to the second book. It's a non-fiction. It's Flowers of Fire, written by Havon Young. So this is a non-fiction that's basically, well, let me just say what it's saying on the cover. The inside story of South Korean's feminist movement and what it means for women's rights worldwide. Sorry for my pronunciation, it's just still, my nose is still stuffed. Oh, and it took me a couple of takes to pronounce this. Anyway, so this makes me really excited for this book. It's very floppy, so I found out immediately that it was an American publisher because those books are so floppy. Nevertheless, I think it's perfect for a non-fiction book to read it that way, so I can annotate very well or write my thoughts on here. I've read so many good stories about this non-fiction book, so yeah, let's read. Probably in a couple of weeks, but still, I got it also for a reduced price as well, so I was like, let's get it now before it's out. It's Saturday. Yesterday I was so tired after such a long week, especially because I was just very recently sick and my voice is still sick sounding. I had a work week of almost 60 hours and technically I'm not even done yet. I might even have to put some hours in tonight and tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow, but I might also have to do some certain things tonight. Yeah, normally I would never do that, but my colleague, she had certain things that came up in her life and I decided to step in. But I also have my own company stuff, so it was a lot doing my interim work, but then also my own company and managing everything alongside that. And then one of my amazing clients, she is truly one of the best, she also got some work in that she was like freaks out about, and she asked me for help. So yeah, it's actually some of the work that I probably have to do tonight. Oh wow. It's fine. I feel so much better, and today overall I had a very much a nice day of bullet journaling. I'm gonna probably show you guys that tomorrow because I'm not finished yet. There are still some things left. So even though I feel tired, in a way I also feel very refreshed, if that makes sense. Anyway, let me show you guys what I bought in London. It's not that much, so that's why I was like, I'm gonna show it to the vlog. I went to Dawn's Books, and that's one of the most famous bookshops in London for a reason, because the inside is so pretty, but also I like that there is a theme in their bookstore. So I of course bought a book, and they gave me a bookmark with it that says the most beautiful bookshop in London, designed for travelers who like reading. And I did not know that that was the running theme in the whole bookstore, that it was about travel books basically, but not just like a guide or something, but just people who travel, or the main characters are traveling or whatnot. I did not know that before I got in. My colleague, the one I stepped in for actually, she told me about this place, and I was like, oh, that sounds amazing. So the book I picked up is Windswept, Why Women Walk by Annabelle Ebbs. It's a book about, yeah, how do I explain this book? It's basically, I don't know how to explain this. Let me just talk about what it says on the back. For centuries, the walls were considered male territory, while women sat confined at home. But not all women did as they were told. History reveals women for whom rural walking became inspiration, consolation, and liberation. So you basically follow around 6 women, I believe. Some are very famous, some are a bit less famous or well known. And this Annabelle Ebbs, she wrote about them, and I immediately felt the need to pick it up. So one of the reasons why is, I don't know if you know her, Lou Salome. She was someone who guided Rilke, the very famous poet. That he is named Rainer Maria Rilke is because of her. She made him do it because his actual name was René Maria Rilke. But she was like, no, it should be a bit more manly and a bit more poetic. And she came up with the name Rainer. And I always liked her story so much, especially because she was asked to marry Nietzsche a couple of times. He asked her to marry him, but every time she said no. And I don't know, that's one of the stories that I really like, and I'm not sure if she's in here, probably not, but because of that story it reminded me while I was reading the back of this book, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get this book. I mean, she's also shortlisted for the Slightly Foxed Best First Biography Prize in 2021. Wow, that was a long title. So I was like, it's probably good. And I looked at Goodreads, and she has over 4 stars. So I believe it's gonna be a very good book. I decided not to bring along that many books because I was like, well, it's probably gonna be a bit heavy if I would do that. Even though I got my big suitcase out for this travels, I was like, yeah, this is just day 1 of me shopping. I don't know where this is gonna lead me. Maybe I shouldn't. And I also got some extra clothing with me. Even though I just went for a couple of days, I had more dresses with me. So I was like, I'm not sure if everything is gonna fit if I buy a lot. So I decided not to buy a lot. However, I did buy a bag. I fell in love with these big tote bags from Dawn Books. Funny enough, I actually saw someone carrying it, and I also was talking to her while we were waiting on the Eurostar in the Netherlands to go to London, and she was having the dark green bag, and I was like, ooh, if it has a different color like a blue or a pinkish, I might want to get that one. And when I saw that they had this light blue one, I was like, yes, this is the bag that's coming home with me. They actually even had a pink one, but it was only a smaller edition. And yeah, maybe one day when I go back, I also get that one. But I was like, isn't it a bit weird if I would get 2 bags and then just one book? I was like, no, then I should have bought more books. Anyway, this bag actually has one big pocket over here, then just this little thing to put your keys on, which I really like, and then one on the sides, and you can put a bottle of water in there, which I think is so clever, and it's so sturdy as well. Like, I was looking for this kind of shopping bag, so I was like, yes, this one is coming home with me. Fun fact, I actually was planning on doing way more shopping than in the end I did do, because I even went to Skolab. That's one of the most famous or well-known K-pop music places in London, and also they have a place in Birmingham. But they did not have the albums that I wanted, because in the end I decided not to get any other 5-star album, because I found out that the 5-star album has basically all the different kind of photo shoots in them. I know they are selected, but yeah, it did not make me want to buy another one. Thank you to the person who showed me their album in the K-pop cafe over there. So I could have a sneak peek in how the 5-star album would look like, because my 5-star album got in on the day I left for London. So I had no idea how it looked. So if I did not knew how it would have looked, I might have bought another album from 5-star. But then I was like, well, I also actually really want August D, his album, because his music, it's so good. So I really wanted that album, but I was a bit too late because somebody else had already bought the last one, which is fine, because in the end I found out that if I would have done that, the album probably would have got squeezed in the suitcase, because I did bought some other things in the end. So, whoa, sorry, that wobbled. One of the things that I definitely wanted to buy when in London is the Eden perfume number 479. Just so you know, it's for both sexes. So what is it called if it's for both sexes? My brain completely lost it. I'm gonna put the name down here. You're probably right now screaming at the screen for like, oh, it's that. I completely lost it. So here's the thing. I don't necessarily like all female perfumes, and I'm also not a big fan of male perfumes. But when the two come together, I love that. And this is, it's my favorite fragrance. I love this smell so much. And mine was almost empty. But the thing is with Eden perfumes, you can go to the store, basically tap it. Well, they will tap it for you. And then you get this bottle. So basically there are no stock. It's literally, they have the big bottles and they fill a smaller bottle with it, just to be more eco-friendly. They don't have to throw anything out, or not that much at least, because if the stock gets old, as in the bigger bottles, they can just throw that away instead of bottles and bottles and bottles of waste. So I really like the concept, and normally you can go back with your old one, refill it, But in my case, there was still quite a bit left in my old one, I think around here. So I was like, ooh, I can't refill it, but there is also still too much left to just put it in, and the thing that's, or the perfume that's still in there is quite old, so I don't want to mix it. Anyway, long story short, I decided to get a new bottle just because it's all the way in England. They don't have any stores on the European mainland, so yeah. This is one of the things that I knew for sure that I wanted to get, but there are also some other things that I really wanted to get, and that's Rare Beauty. So I got the Stay Vulnerable. Wait, is that the... Okay, I'm gonna say something else. I got a Nearly Rose gloss. Is this a... Oh! I wanted to read a different language. The Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balm in the color Nearly Rose. So there wasn't actually that much choice anymore when I got into the store with a friend. So I bought the things at Don Books on a Friday. On a Saturday I had work over in London, and on a Sunday I went out with the people I stayed with, and they also were like, oh yeah, let's go shopping. So we went to this very big mall, and we went to Sephora at first, but then they said, oh, we don't sell it in store. And I was like, girl, this is the whole reason I got to this side of the city to get Rare Beauty in store for the very first time, because it was sold out in Berlin when I went there in May. But okay, and they said like, oh, you know what? Downstairs there's a store. It is selling Rare Beauty in store. And I was like, thank you, ma'am. I really appreciate you. So I got this gloss. I haven't opened it. I'm not planning on it to. I always open makeup on the day when I start wearing it, not before, if I just want to have some fun with it. No, I just, because the thing is, I don't want to let it expire out of nowhere, so that's why it's still closed for now. But I'm really happy that I got it, because there were not that many colors left. I also did not have that much choice, but I am glad what I got. The other thing is that I got the Lip Soufflé Matte Lip Cream in the color Confidence. So I was not planning on getting this one, to be honest. I really wanted to have the gloss and also the... what was the other one? The lip oil. Yeah. The one that's always sold out. I also wanted that, but unfortunately it was sold out. So I could not get it. And after I got the gloss, I was like, well, let me treat myself. And I also got the Matte Soufflé lip cream. I know I've got basically the same colors, I realize. It's, the lip gloss is a bit darker and this one is a bit lighter, so they are definitely summer colors, which I'm fine with, to be honest, because I have some darker colors here at home. So I was like, well, you know what, let's change it a little bit up and go for these. I did, however, wish there was still red left, but unfortunately there was no red left. So yeah, we were in the mall, we got some lunch, and then one of the people I was with, he was like, hey, can we go to Uniqlo? And I was like, yes, and I'm coming with you to the male section. And he was like, what? So I was actually shopping with his girlfriend first at the female section, and then I was like, okay, later I come up to the male section because I wanted to have t-shirts. This is something that I already wanted to get in Berlin, but they were out of stock, and it's a good thing because they got reduced in price. in London. So I got myself 3 Spy Family t-shirts of Uniqlo. I got this one with the pockets, and then there she is peeping through. Why did I forget her name? Anya. Anya. Oh, my head is at some different places due to everything from last week. And I should talk a little bit faster because depending on how I'm editing this, I've been talking for quite a while right now. I also got a white t-shirt with Anya and Bones, and they look so cute together. And then I also got a greenish t-shirt with only Bones on the pockets. In retrospect, I did not buy that many things, but I did bought some luxurious items. Well, not necessarily luxurious, but it felt a bit more luxurious to me with the rare beauty makeup. This is definitely one of my more expensive makeup pieces, and especially because it was in pounds. Everything was way more expensive in euros when I did the math. So I didn't want it to go overboard. I just wanted to have some fun. Also, I had an amazing day on that Sunday as well. Actually, all the days that I was in London were amazing. So after we went to the mall, where I got the makeup, the t-shirts, that's actually when we went to Eden, because that was in Notting Hill. And my friends had never been in Notting Hill. Which is so funny to me because they have been living in London for almost a year now, but they had never been. So it was quite funny to take them with me on this beautiful journey. Even though I did not find a K-pop album that I really wanted to buy, or about more nerdy stuff, I still had so much fun. When I look at the stuff that I bought just in front of me, then I'm like, yeah, I had a very good shopping experience in London, and it makes me so happy, especially because there are so many memories tied to these products. I know it might be a bit weird, but it was just such a fun time, and seeing it all, it just makes you remember of all the things I did there and how much fun I had, and the lovely people I was constantly surrounded with. So I did not say it exactly, but I actually went to London due to my volunteer work, and I stayed with some of the people that volunteer as well. So it was kind of crazy because I had never met anyone in real life, only on screen. So it was so lovely to see everyone and having just the best time ever. Welcome to the wrap up. I finished The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Madsen a little after midnight. Well, basically say just the middle of the night. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my, there are so many loud noises outside. Anyway, back to this book. Over the halfway point, I thought it was a bit boring, but the ending had me shook. It was very unexpected, none pun intended, but I did not see it coming. And honestly, I loved the risk the author took with the ending, because it was not something you would expect from a contemporary YA, and I thought it was actually quite fitting. Because, well, you grow up, right? And I don't want to say too much because I don't think anyone would expect the ending. So let's just leave that at. But if you're looking for your next summer read, this could be the book actually. To end this vlog, I want to show you guys my K-pop shelves. I've got some PCs over here that I'm gonna put away probably in the next vlog because I'm way too tired. I'm gonna go sleep very, very soon, to be honest. But I've got 5-star over here. I thought this postcard would be so lovely. I like the vibe. Maybe there could be something else going on, but I need to have a look into that, and I will show you guys in the next vlog, hopefully. Over here is still Stay and Stay merch. Down here we have still Le Seraphim, and this all will change in the next vlog because, well, I have some other stuff coming in, not K-pop related. So I need this thingy, stand-up thingy, for something else. And then Stray Kids, I still love the photos with Le Seraphim and the photo booth photos of Stray Kids. Wow, remembering names is hard today. I really should go to bed soon. And over here it's still Blackpink, and over here it's a mixture between Blackpink and BTS. So that's it. These are my updates. I really like my shelves currently, but I always love to reorganize and whatnot. Well, I'm off to bed and I hope to see you guys watching the next vlog. Bye!